UGLY. Man, ugly doesn't even begin to describe what happened out there. What would you call it? Sorry, pathetic, garbage, embarrassing.
Just gotta let it go. Get back at it tomorrow. Study some film, see what we did wrong, hit the weight room, get some treatment, make up for it next time out.
Good idea. The quicker we get back out there, the quicker we can leave this nightmare behind us. Let's hit it.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Hill. The Kumbos checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also with a sub. Hill, he's checked in for Ed Davis. So for the Lakers right now, inside it's Boozer and Hill. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3.
Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time. Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
Shot clock at 2. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Ilyasova. Money comes in for Kendall Marshall. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through money. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Parker's checked in for John Henson. And then for Los Angeles, Randall's checked in for Boozer.
Okay.
Comes in for Bryant.
Nash.
And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. Nash kicks to Henry. Back to Nash. Lets it go from deep. And Sanders pulls it down.
Steve Nash.
Got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Money. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too. Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Johnson, the pass to Hill. And the rejection by Sanders. Parker dishes to Ilyasova. Pass to Money. Parker against Johnson. And that one's good.
And that's his.
There's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Nash outside. Johnson kicks to Nash. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
The Bucks making a switch here. Walters checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Kelly's checked in.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Nash outside. Henry. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Here's Money. And he uses the glass on the layup. Money's got his second basket of the night. Now here's Johnson. Gets it off. If that misses, would have counted had it gone in. Swap here for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Ryan Kelly. Randall comes in for Ed Davis. Clarkson, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Steve Nash. Taking a look at the Lakers. Randall and Hill are the 4 and 5. Jeremy Lin is out there with Clarkson. And it's Johnson in at the 3.
And introduced last season here at the Bradley Center, the new playing court with the giant M's on each half of the court. It mimics details of the old pop art court they played on back in the 70s and 80s.
Now Lin. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking is sensational. He saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates. And last season with the new court, it was too slippery at first, something to do with the matte finish. The Bucks had to take a few weeks to resurface it with a gloss finish and had it ready for the home opener.
Kicks to Marshall. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Money. Feeds it to Marshall. Second chance shot. Jump shot is good that time. Marshall's got 11 points. And guys, you'll love how the new court really embraces Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's a great design, Kevin. Very unique in its appearance. And I hear Zaza Pachulia bought the old court to install in his basketball academy in the Republic of Georgia.
That's a great story.
Yeah, really good story, and no resurfacing needed every year.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
You got to time up the clock, and it's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
No good for Money. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. But they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that doomed him. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you. After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And Parker, here we go. And he makes good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6. 7 seconds left in the first half. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Lin. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter. A casual tempo will suit us just fine right now. This is a very tough opponent, and we've got a difficult half in front of us. But I've got all the faith in the world in you guys. I know you can get this done.
Here we go now.
Let's go. You're up. My time.
Comes in for Alexi Shved, and Nate Walters subbed in for Marshall. Ian Kelly, he's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin is a bit of a scoring point guard. He's best with the ball in his hands, but not necessarily an elite scorer playmaker. He's trying to broaden out his game so he can play off the ball as well.
Up front, we have Ilya Silva from Hansen. Andre DeCunha. And at the threesome. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Money's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Walters, averaging 8 points a game. To the right side. Here's Antetokounmpo, 6 on the shot clock. The shot. And again, the Bucks miss.
And to become better playing off the ball, Jeremy Lin has to improve as a spot-up shooter. He's actually been shooting better off the dribble, but the catch and shoot is something he'll continue to work on. Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Milwaukee leading by 3. 1:27 left in the third. And that one's good.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Here's Nash. 5 points in the game. And Jeremy Lin working with the shooting coach, Clark, to develop his outside shot.
Yeah, he's actually tweaked his release to get the ball off more quickly on his way up. He's still below average from long range, but you know he's going to put the work in.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Coach Jason Kidd taking over a young roster in Milwaukee. He said it's a lot of teaching. It's a process. These are young men that know how to play the game, but the NBA game is different. We want to get guys in big games so they can learn how to handle those situations. We feel we can do better than last year, and we will. Can he deliver, Kevin?
Great. Thanks, Doris. And Nash, here we go. Stolen by Henson. Fast break. Here we go. Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Kobe passes to Davis. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Nash's shot is off.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy. Just really working hard on the board.
Passes it to Money. Here's Walters. No good on that last second attempt here. And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, and they subbed me out.
And so the
Seriously, they subbed me out for the whole game?
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're going to release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm going to be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm going to make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?
Where's my lunch? Wait, hold on. Well, really? Did you boot it? Did you boot it? I know you did.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. A quick trip here for the Bucks, just one game away before heading back to Milwaukee. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games. Covington's checked in for Monteunus, and Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Setting the floor for the Bucks, up front it's Henson and Sanders. Antetokounmpo is out there with Kendall Marshall. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Here's Covington. They get the rebound. Adrian down low. Working on Henson. That puts them in the lead. Adrian's got his second bucket tonight. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Houston. And money. And a bit of good news for this young man. He was offered another 10-day contract by the team as they want to get an extended look at him.
And, you know, just the fact that they want to see more of him really is a good indication that he's doing the right thing. I think he's on the right track in trying to maintain his momentum.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now it's sent it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. He said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile.
And the Rockets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Harden has a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
There's the steal. Here's Money. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Looking to end the run, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Cannon. 7 points for James Harden.
He's so reliable. You know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Money passes to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. That's good on the jump shot. Parker's got his first bucket of the night.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
All right, the second quarter beginning. Big group substitution here. Jeff Adrian's checked in for Robert Covington. Riza comes in for Alonzo G. James Harden, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Patrick Beverly. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. Kendall Marshall out there with money. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And so it's Milwaukee now. The pass to Money. The dish to Marshall. Here's Money. The feed to Middleton. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Houston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they really struggled shooting the ball in that game, but still came away with the win. They obviously had to pick up the slack in a lot of areas, and they did it.
Yeah, and Steve, I think that says an awful lot about them as a team when they're able to win despite shooting that poorly.
1:35 left now here in the second. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Marshall can't hit.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy. They're really working hard on the board. He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Pass to Money. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. 8 points for Money. 59 seconds left here in the second. Cannon kicks to Montejunas. The 3. Can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Marshall passes to Money. Kicks to Marshall. Here's Money. And not sure what he was thinking there. Rockets trail. Here's Ariza. The rebound by Money.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And that one's good. Money's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Ariza dishes to Montejunas. Harden outside. Kicks it out to Ariza. Off target from outside. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bucks.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Very nice offensive first half from the reserves. You guys had a big impact. We'll be coming back to you in the second half. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And let's keep the pace deliberate when we start this half. I want to see us get settled in, not trying to do too much too soon. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
And now the start of the second for the Rockets. Robert Covington's checked in for Jeff Adrian. Alonzo G comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Sanders. Parker comes in for Henson. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Nate Walters subbed in for Marshall. We've got Money out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Johnson. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Money's checked in for the Bucks. Bucks leading by 7.
The Rockets, of course, at the forefront or vanguard as far as advanced analytics go. Some in the NBA have stopped, but hey, they're doing something right.
And as you guys know, the Rockets at the forefront technology-wise, too. You see coaches with electronic tablets.
Well, they installed flat-screen monitors in the locker room, highlighting stats and videos for players. So, they're trying to close the loop and create that line of communication between numbers crunchers and the players themselves.
Now, as far as the defense goes, Mark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
He feeds it to Walters. Here's Money. 11 points in the game. Just 2 to shoot. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Johnson kicks to Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Rockets trail by 9.
Ow. Why'd you do that for?
We've got 1:23 left in the third. And some nice passing there by Houston. Aniunas passes to Johnson. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, you want to talk about a team that just couldn't get into a rhythm offensively. That was a really ugly game for them.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder about the game plan, but really, it was more about a lack of execution than anything else.
Here's Money. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Okay.
Dishes it to Johnson.
Ow. He hit me.
G kicks to Aniunas.
Did that really hurt?
G dishes to Beverly. Tries from 16. The rebound by the Bucks. Money's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Walters. Banked in off the glass. Walters got his second basket.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Now Beverly. He's got 6. They set the screen. Pass to G. He kicks it to Beverly. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That's good from Beverly. So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Walters. Can't get it to go. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist. Johnson comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jeff Adrian. A different look for Milwaukee. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks. Inside, it's Ilyasova and Pachulia. Money out there with Nate Walters. And it's Parker in at the 3 slot. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington comes in for James Harden. And Alonzo G subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Money passes to Walters. Here's Money. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game.
17 seconds left in the fourth.
He just left about
Kanan
20
kicks
minutes
to
ago. Oh, I'm sorry.
Here's Walters. Now the pass to Money. He tries for 3. The shot is off. Missed. And so it's...
Oh. sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I just helped him. Yeah, she got her feelings hurt. By killing him.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court to their advantage. Celtics made a special trip here for one.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
And also with the sub, passes checked in. The Celtics have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. On the court for the Celtics, speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Jared Sullinger is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Turner in at the 3 spot.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Money's checked in for the Bucks. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. 5th best, the Bucks.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they play.
And Clark, hear about a special bond between players and coaches. Well, his old high school coach is here in the stands to watch him play today.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's always nice to see a familiar face when you're in the NBA. And no matter how many gassers your former coach had you run while you were a sophomore in high school, still good to see his face. Jabari Parker, a self-described obedient kid growing up in Chicago, maintained a 3.7 GPA through high school. He went so far as to say he had lower self-esteem in his younger days. You don't often hear about that from NBA athletes, but it's a reality. Believe me, I see these guys, and they often aren't as confident as you might think. But there's no reason for this guy to doubt his worth now, especially on the basketball court.
It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Rondo. Outside Bradley. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And that is good. And as humble as Jabari Parker seems off the court, Clark, he seems like one of those guys who flips a switch when he steps on the floor. Great motor, terrific hunger, real competitive.
Yeah, extremely competitive and confident and assertive. And with his talent, and you add those attributes, you've got a guy that looks like he could be a potential all-star someday.
Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. Feeds to Sullinger for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sanders has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the ball.
Don't cut.
And even though it's early, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Don't cut.
Bradley dishes to Rondo. Turner passes to Rondo. Back to Turner. Rebounded by the Bucks. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another 3-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Well, it hasn't come together for them at the charity stripe at all this year. They're at just 70% as a team.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Walters, he's checked in for the Bucks.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From 15 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Smart, averaging 9 points per contest. And a wide open look for Thornton. Goes back up, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got his first points in this one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
And the second quarter getting third substitution here for Milwaukee. Sanders checked in for Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Money's checked in for Alexi Shved. And Kendall Marshall subbed in for Walters. On the court for the Celtics, speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Evan Turner is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Bass in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin. Well, for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, a second-round pick, a dramatic change of fortune. Living in Athens, they struggle. Thanasis said, we'd be on the street selling a toy, a watch, something. And it's a good day because we didn't starve that day. Guys, their attitude hasn't changed. They try to save every penny.
They know how much every dollar can matter. Doris, thanks.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
The shot's good for Money. 1:43 left to play in the first half.
Well, the Celtics certainly played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion can't cover up the holes in the roster.
1:30 left in the first half of the game. Sanders sets the screen for Marshall. Dishes it to Middleton. Marshall passes to Money. 6 to shoot. On the Money from 12 feet away. Money's got 6.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Here's Turner. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
He had a nice open look right there. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Outside Rondo. Bradley kicks to Turner. There's the feed to Rondo. Right side Turner. The tray. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Pass to Money. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Bradley. Cannot hit.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half.
Where are you going?
Stay ready. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way.
The third quarter now. A different look for Milwaukee. Parker's checked in for Sanders. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Walters checks in for Kendall Marshall. The Celtics also changing it up. Wallace has checked in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Green in for Evan Turner. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Alexi Shved is out there with Nate Walters. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And finished off by Favarani. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
That's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Money's checked in for Alexi Schmidt. And then for Boston, Thornton comes in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Now looking now at some numbers for Jeff Green. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about this. Well, analytics are here to stay, and Marcus Smart is one of the higher-rated prospects when you look at the analytics. He's got a high rate of steals and rebounds, which is always something that typically translates well to the program. Both of those things reflect his competitive spirit. And it's obvious this young man goes at it full throttle when he's on the court.
Thornton dishes to Bass. Stolen by Henson. Walters passes to Parker. Here's Money. In the corner, it's Walters. Bucks passing it around. On to Tacumbo. And another three for Milwaukee. And Smart with great size and athleticism for the point guard position. 6'3", 6'9" wingspan. He looks big and plays even bigger.
I think he's an old-school combo guard. I mean, he's got point guard skills and leadership ability, can penetrate, can finish. But I think he's just a guard that you'll win with because he does not only the things you highlight and measure, but he also does the intangibles too. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those holes.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Green kicks to Smart. To the paint. Here's Bass. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Walters passes to Money. Kicks it to Walters. Here's Money. It's rebounded by Thornton.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look. Just lost his focus.
Smart dishes to Thornton. It's good from long range. Thornton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Walters passes to Money. Here's Henson. The shot is good off the backboard. Henson's got 6 in the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense.
Oh.
That's a good strategy when you're on top.
1 second separating the shot clock in game play. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Sullinger kicks to Waltz. The layup off target. Here's Money. And the miss. And our assist of the game here on replay presented. June swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Boston. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jared Sullinger. Wallace comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
Clark, free throws were a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you know what? It's great to get to the line, Kevin, but the other half of that is you've got to convert, and they did that.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so by winning the first of 3 in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace their sneakers up against the Celtics.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Avery Bradley. Brandon Bass is out there with Wallace. Then it's Green, and it's Favarani in at the center, locking down the middle. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bass. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Here's Green. No good with the layup. Here's Money. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot two. The first free throw is good. At the line for two. Both free throws good for Money. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smart dishes to Green. Shoots from the corner. Misses. And
Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka.
It's the man, the myth, the high school coaching legend.
No, not as good as a coach since I lost you a few years back. It's funny how coaches get better when they actually have good players on their team.
Man, forget that noise. You taught me everything I know.
You're like a sponge. It's paid off for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, Coach.
Now hit the showers. I can smell you from here.
All right, man, I gotta get fresh.
All right, sounds good.
Mommy doesn't pay the bills. You do. Me and Vickers are going to get ourselves a sugar mama. You do what? Mommy. Oh God, my back is killing me. I was very sick.
welcome everyone
What's all
to
this
the
going
Bradley
on?
Center. We're in downtown Milwaukee,
was
the home of the Bucks,
with you.
where we'll be broadcasting today's live action. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball. For Kendall Marshall and a change for the Nets. Kirilenko's checked in. The Nets have got their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. So for Brooklyn now,
Oh, you
Williams
can
and Joe
do it?
Johnson at the
No,
1 and 2. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Garnett, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Bogdanovich passes to Garnett. Johnson, a wide open look. Money from the wing.
Red hot right out of the gates. 4 for 4 shooting.
Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating a shot with ease and never shying away from a big moment.
Williams attacking. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, it looked like a mismatch to me.
That drops.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Here's Money, and that's a foul called on Money.
Huh?
That is his first foul of the game.
I know I am.
Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. Joe Johnson, 4.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. They can really all create their own shot, but they're superb setup men as well.
You know, I enjoy seeing that mindset in the shooting guard where basically he's saying, I'm going to attack at all times, but if it's not there for me, I can drop a dime on you just as easily.
And again it will go. Basket is good for Money. Money's got 6. Brooklyn leading by 4. The 11-footer. Williams can't get it to go.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 8 points for Darren Williams.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Passes it to Money. And Middleton kicks to Shved. Bucks passing it around. Hinson in the post, guarded by Kirilenko. Henson's shot is off. The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Nobody near Williams. And the Nets, another 3.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Money. And he gets the bucket. Money's got 8.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's had. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Sanders. Parker comes in for John Henson. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Walters checks in for Alexei Shved. And then for Brooklyn, Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Garnett. Alan Anderson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Darren Williams. Fires from 18. Brooklyn with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Bucks trail by 8. Money passes to Parker. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Knocks down the 10-footer. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the game.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Here's Johnson. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Joe Johnson.
Not much going wrong for him early here. Only one miss on his first 6 shots.
Walters passes to Money. Lets it fly from 18. And he gets it to go.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Nets leading by 6. Outside Jack. They set the pick. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. We got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Johnson for the 3.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem like they've missed many shots here.
And here's Ilyasova outside. The rebound by Johnson. It'll count. Can't get it to go.
Tune in this Wednesday.
And now the second for Milwaukee. John Henson comes in for Parker, and Money subbed in for Walters. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Williams. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Anderson. Jarrett Jack is out there with Johnson. It's Andre Kirilenko, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 down low. On deep. No good for Money. Nets leading by 12. Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Marshall. Anderson dishes to Kirilenko. Right block shot. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game for Florida. They can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, as we all remember, gentlemen, Brandon Knight was the 8th pick back in 2011. He's still developing, but he's still very young. And he said people do forget that. A lot of the best point guards in our game didn't get it overnight. There are a lot of places I can improve, and I embrace that. Guys, he's coming off his best season, looking to continue his growth.
He's gotten Doris better every season. Thank you. Antetokounmpo passes to Money. And Marshall kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Trying his luck deep.
He hasn't been able to make as much of an impact here in the second. You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Money passes to Marshall. Here's Money. Takes a 3. That's good. Money's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Anderson outside. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
Both free throws good from Anderson. 9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Money. He's off from 17 feet. Got it up. No good. And that does it for the...
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody had to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
Hey, fellas, let's go over what happened in the first half. It wasn't what we had in mind, but there's plenty of time to get things straightened out. In the second half, we need to come out and start playing angry. We're in no position to sit back and let the game come to us. We need to get mad and make things happen. And with our ball movement, guys, we have a good rhythm going. It's key to our offense. Keep making those passes to the cutter, around the perimeter. I like the movement I'm seeing. We have to find a lot of open shots in the second half, and that means I want you setting screens on the perimeter that are impossible to get through. Our shooters need to have cement walls to run their man.
We're getting back to the action.
Let's go, you're up. My time.
Then for the Nets, Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Plumlee, and Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Johnson. Chris Middleton is out there with Parker. Then it's Sanders. Then it's Alexei Shved, and it's Walters in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton dishes to Walters. Kicks it to Middleton. 8 feet away, and that one goes long.
Kevin Garnett, one of the all-time great defensive leaders in the NBA. Fiery, vocal, demanding. His impact at that end is more than just his imposing frame. It's the effect he has on his teammates as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Money subbed in for Alexei Shved. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Money. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. Garnett kicks to Williams. Pulls up on the wing, and he nails the jumper. Garnett's got his second bucket of the night. And Garnett, the 2007-2008 Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and most folks might remember that was the same year he helped Boston win the NBA title in all defensive team selection more times than we can count. He clearly is one of the all-time greats.
Here's Jack. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jack's got 8.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Money. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. That drops.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Brooklyn leading by 19 points. Outside Williams. The pass to Bogdanovich. From downtown, and Darren Williams with the threes. Williams has got 20.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Here's Money. He's got 20. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Here's Teletovic. Rejected by Sanders. Here's Walters, defended by Jack. Walters passes to Money. A three-pointer, no good. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm swap here for Milwaukee. And the Nets making a change here as well. Darren Williams checked in for Jarrett Jack.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And making the right plays when they needed to, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Bucks.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Darren Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Andrei Kirilenko is out there with Anderson. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Williams dishes to Anderson. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Williams. That's good. And the Nets lead by 21.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Here's Money. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Here's Williams. There's 18 seconds left in the game. There's the dish to Plumlee. And Anderson kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Anderson. And
Well, Joe, congratulations.
What you mean, man? I just had the biggest scoring game of my brief NBA career. I think it's a perfect time to be smiling.
Hold up. You notice anything about the scoreboard at the end of the night?
Yeah, right next to my number was a really big number. How many points I had?
Only numbers you need to worry about are the ones next to the team name. And in that column, we came up short. No reason to smile or celebrate. You feel me?
Hey, I know we lost tonight, but look, I was feeling it out there, okay? Man, the freaking basket looked like the Grand Canyon. They ain't have an answer for anything that I did. You know that. So, I mean, I finally feel like I belong in this league. So, let me have my moment, okay?
All right, but have it out there, away from the coaches and the fellas. But when you're in the locker room, the smile's gone. Cool?
Okay, man.